Hey, it's nice to have you back here in this new video. The video you are watching at this moment are captured by the OBSBOT Tiny 2, the brand new webcam. There is a built-in large image sensor with 1/1.5 inch image. And the audio you hear at this moment will also be captured with the stereo microphone that built inside this OBSBOT. And here I'd like to take out my Sony that we want to give you a behind-the-scenes shot. This is the OBSBOT Tiny 2 on the top of my laptop. This is a live preview you can capture with the OBSBOT app. That is to say, your laptop, your giant screen could be, doubled as your monitors. That is pretty insane. And the imaging quality built with the camera looks pretty fantastic. Also built with a face detection and AI auto tracking. Coming next, in this video, I will cover everything that I have learned from this tiny little webcam, and I will also give you some side-by-side comparison in between the OBSBOT Tiny 2 and the Insta360 Link. So if you want, and I will also cover the complete workflow that I use OBSBOT Tiny 2 as my content creation camera that to help me capture high quality images, high quality content on my business trip. Let's start with unboxing the OBSBOT Tiny 2. Just can't wait to share with you how exciting I am once I get my hands on this monster webcam. Now let's get started and dive right in. First, let's take a look at the package of this OBSBOT Tiny 2 and this OBSBOT remote controller. This is the OBSBOT Tiny 2 remote controller together with the user manual. And I can share with you the remote controller so you can pause the video and take a look at what has been written on this user manual. And on the back, you can see you can jam in two AAA battery, and this is a 2.4 gigahertz wireless receiver for this remote controller. Well, it's a beautiful package. On the back, the OBSBOT Tiny 2 AI-powered 4K webcam. It delivers similar spec sheet with the Insta360 Link, but with a much larger sensor and even more exciting features. To the top, and this is what we called the new era of webcam. And if you scan this QR code, you get to see the companion app as well as this tutorial videos. The new era of webcam, OBSBOT Tiny 2, everything been packed inside this package. But I will demonstrate to you with my screen capture and even more exciting step-by-step tutorial. So we will skip up this part. But inside this, you also get to see this some unique features. The system requirement, the recommended for the 1080/60 or 4K resolution, and recommended PC configuration or your Mac. And you can connect with your computer via this USB 3.0 port. And this is how you can set up your OBSBOT. Very well written. It's built with function. It's built with function, so it's very functional. Tap around. Well, indeed, this is a really high quality USB 3.0 cable because it's thick. OBSBOT Tiny 2. This is the camera itself. Peel this up. A much larger sensor compared with the Insta360 Link. Now on the bottom, this is a converter. This is converter. Take a look. Converter cable, USB-C, convert to standard USB-A with USB 3.0 standard. Compared with the Insta360 Link, the OBSBOT Tiny looks larger, more robust. With a full metal finish, pan, tilt, zoom, digital camera system with stereo pickup microphones on the front. Well, take a look. On the back of the OBSBOT Tiny 2, you also get to see some expansion ports. So to speak, in the future, There's an accessory ecosystem to expand the functionality of this OBSBOT Tiny 2 camera system. So it is a webcam that built with a mechanical stabilization system. And this is an adjustable stand where we can literally put this OBSBOT on top of your computer screen or some other stuff. I will show you later on how to mount it on my MacBook Pro. Take a look. Also designed with magnets on the back. Designed with magnets, so magnetically snap and lock. So you can literally put this camera on top of your laptop or a desktop. Here I just take out my laptop, and this is the OBSBOT Tiny 2. I'm gonna put this on the top of my laptop with the adjustable stand on my hand, because the OBSBOT Tiny 2 built with magnet bottom design, so I can literally place this on the top of my laptop, snap and lock. So this is how I place my webcam on top of my. Take a look. The first time when you power on this OBSBOT Tiny 2, let's take a look at what will happen to this camera. Take a look. We power on, and it easily, gently wake up by itself. At the same time, you might notice that on my laptop, this camera got a notification that allow accessory to connect to the remote tech OBSBOT Tiny 2. Click on allow. Select this camera, OBSBOT Tiny 2 screen capture. Take a look. OBSBOT Tiny 2. Tap. Now, this is audio in real time that we connect to my computer. The video quality looks pretty impressive. Looks much better compared with a native camera on my laptop. This is how it looks like. I can even set the OBSBOT Tiny 2 microphone as my audio source. So you can select audio source. So coming next, I will show you some basic settings about this OBSBOT Tiny 2 with the companion app. This OBSBOT Tiny 2 even supports voice control. Even without any app, I can just talk to Tiny and it will automatically react with some very unique gestures. Hey Tiny, track me. And it's Tiny will automatically track my face in real time. Just will automatically track my face. Slowly and steady. Sleep Tiny. So this camera will automatically enter privacy mode. Hi Tiny. Zoom in closer. It will track my face automatically. Pretty interesting feature. And it's also very responsive. And if you just stop using the webcam for a little while, this Tiny 2 will enter the privacy mode to protect your privacy by tilting the head down to the ground. OBSBOT Tiny 2 has an inbuilt large image sensor that could literally create beautiful bokeh and with amazing autofocus capability. So coming next, I will use a test shot to show you some. It's just like a product showcase mode built inside the OBSBOT Tiny 2. Here I'd like to share with you, this is a brand new case designed by a magazine for Insta360 X3. It's a high quality finish. And very well protect the front and rear lenses on the X3. And this is a magazine protection hard case for this X3. And here you can see that my X3 is being equipped with wind protection muff, left and right. It looks like it's wearing the AirPods on the camera itself. So this is a real-world test performance for the OBSBOT Tiny 2 4K resolution with great autofocus performance. Okay, next up, I will demonstrate to you the OBSBOT WebCam, the app. This is a multifunctional app that gains access to very precise control of this webcam with 1/1.5 large image sensor and dual native ISO. I mean, this is a webcam that has tremendously performance even in low light situation. Now I have already opened my the OBSBOT app. Take a look, and later I will plug in play with the cable in the package, and you can literally see this camera. Let's power on. Take a look. Let's power on, and after a little while, you might notice that this OBSBOT webcam might recognize this OBSBOT webcam, the Tiny 2, and now we have a brand new interface for this webcam. Okay, just give you a quick walkthrough on this main interface and some more options. First, tap this one. You can see the video preview. I mean, the video preview, you can see that I only have a main light on top of my head. I have a totally black background. I mean, this video quality looks fantastic. And on the video, take a look. This is the magic of this 1/1.5 image sensor. We have different options. We got up to 4K 30 FPS and 1080 60, 1080 30, the 720 60 and 30 as well at 4K 30 FPS. This is the live preview for this camera. You can make a side-by-side comparison between this OBSBOT webcam and my Sony ZV-E1. This is fantastic. Bottom side, you can see this record button. I mean, you can literally record this OBSBOT, the video footage directly in your MacBook, in your laptop with internal memory. And you also get to see the real-time volume gain. The volume, you can see, is a stereo pickup pattern for this webcam. This is great. And I even have this one, this remote controller. Remote controller designed specific for this OBSBOT Tiny 2. Just plug in and play the 2.4 gigahertz receiver. Now you can easily get your control for this webcam. But before you get started, just tap this remote controller button, and you can see you can you can literally take a look. You can change the webcam with your remote controller. This is fantastic. Top and bottom, left and right. You can even set to the different. I can zoom in, zoom out. And then you can also track my face, track automatically for me. Track the face, and show some close up. Hand, track, and you can even tap this. This is take a look. This is a laser. This is pretty interesting, and this will also be doubled as your the slide controller. I mean, this one can tap to the page up and page down once you have perform your presentation to your audience. And you can also tap record button, center the webcam. You can also center webcam, and with some preset 1, 2, 3, 4, and also you can turn it off or turn it on. I mean, turn your Tiny 2 into sleep mode. Oh, wake it up. This is how it works. It's fantastic. Multifunctional. I mean, really useful. You should definitely have one of these if you have. And I have turned on the Tiny 2 from sleep mode. I mean, it takes a little while for the reconnection. You get this one, you get reconnect with the webcam, and this webcam will automatically adjust the exposure to my face or to my background. Take a little while, and I can also turn it on or off. You can also use global hotkeys, and it's also be doubled as a virtual camera or the OSC camera. And in this one, the settings, I mean, you can see that you have general settings, the global hotkeys. It's built with a lot of functions within the mind of the product manager. And they also have more options for the OSC camera. This is definitely multifunctional. Also tutorials, close the software, and you can also save to your location, to the movies. Once you tap this icon, you can directly record 1080 30 fps, but when you switch back to 40, you can now record the 4K 30 fps video directly with your internal storage. And tap the record button. You can now see this is the real-time video quality for this large image sensor, and with dual native ISO, this webcam delivers amazing imaging quality performance even in low light scenarios. Tap this stop recording, and yes, you can also set the different presets, human tracking, with zone tracking, with motion tracking, standard tracking, motion tracking, to track the upper body, track the close-up or lower body. Lower body. You can focus on your hand. Once you have take out something to show in your hand, this webcam will also recognize the lower body or the upper body. Yes, this is the upper body. For some cosmetic demonstration, or headless. Headless, you can skip your head and only show you something that just under your head. For example, if you want to demonstrate your necklace or your Insta360 cameras, you can use this one. And normal, set to normal. Sometimes I prefer the normal tracking. The normal tracking works great. Everything be automatically track and with digital crop inside the frame. And it also got some AI mode, desk mode. Take a look. I really have something to show you. Desk mode. For example, if I only have this one, click on desk mode. We automatically focus on my desktop, and we automatically recognize. It will automatically recognize my laptop and auto dewarp the image. So it looks like you literally you are reading this card just exactly like you have with your eyes, with your native eyes. And you have even more options. You can change the wide, the medium, the narrow. You can even change the field of view. The field of view can be adjusted on the basis of your scenario. And you can also reset everything back to normal. Yes, take a look. And you have even more exciting features with the with OBSBOT webcam. Take a look. This is all the settings you have inside the console. But when you tap the image, you can also minor adjust the quality of the image. The quality of the image can be adjusted with auto exposure and with a phase priority exposure or global exposure. So for global exposure, it will elevate the brightness of my background. But if you turn to phase priority, you can expose the image on the basis of a face, so the face in the image will always be looking good. And you can set some minor compensations and anti-flicker, white balance. Sometimes I will set my out balance to because I have a light inside my studio, so I set to a sunny light. This is light. I also change the contrast, the saturation, the sharpness, and hue. So, you have a full manual exposure control, full manual color size control on the basis of this image. And next one is the beauty effect. The beauty effect is what fascinates me most about this camera. Despite the premium imaging quality, if you can choose the beauty effects, it saves me a lot of time and efforts,
For how long?
To save me a lot of time and efforts. Take a look. You can set to background blur. So with the MacBook, with the Apple Silicon, you can set the background blur with great effect. Take a look. I will turn on my background light. This is how it looks when you have your background blur. I can adjust the blurry level. Everything happens in real time in 4K resolution. This is definitely great, and it's very precise. Take a look. It is precise. Turn off the light, and you can also retouch the face. I can turn it off. This is the native face for myself, and this is the native classic and design specific for man. And if you tap once again, you can even adjust more settings: the zone, the smooth, the clarify, the slim. Take a look. This is how it looks like. It's a slim, narrow eyes, cheekbones. And you can even add lipsticks and set levels and brush, contour, 3D looking, fancy. You can whiten your teeth. Pretty interesting, right? Pretty interesting. The body shape, and you can also even set the filters to natural, fresh, clear, crystal, or some film looking effects. I would definitely use the OBSBOT webcam as my main camera during my business trip because this camera delivers great video quality and a lot more film looking effects. This is what fascinates me. I can even adjust the levels each one of the settings. I prefer natural looking, giving a great overall looking, and the beauty effects just looks fantastic. The retouch, the body shape, and you can even have more options. I'll sleep. When you sleep, you have your background, and you can also some gesture controls. You can use these gestures to zoom in, or zoom out. You can set the zoom factor. You can even set to 4 times zoom. Tap again, once again, zoom out to the original. Take a look. Zoom in, zoom out. This is what we call a dynamic zoom. It's pretty interesting. You can even use voice control. Use voice control to control this tiny tool because you have different options. The language support Chinese and English. Track me. It will automatically track myself. So to track me slowly and steady. Unlock me. Track me. How it looks like. Zoom in closer. Zoom out further. Track me. Grab my face. And you also set your initial positions. You can minor adjust the initial position of your webcam. Give you a manual calibration for the system. This is cool. And you can also use some noise reduction on the basis of your audio performance. So this is also a great webcam for a premium audio performance. You can set to the noise reduction mode, automatically gain, you can flip the image, you can view the gimbal reverse, and you can also upgrade firmware. You can use manual upgrade your firmware once you have a new addition. Overall, I think this OBSBOT webcam delivers a pretty fantastic experience. It's this OBSBOT webcam definitely rivals that of Insta360 Link. This OBSBOT webcam definitely delivers more possibilities, more function, the better imaging quality, better audio performance. Okay, just take a look. I am now shooting my video with the OBSBOT Tiny 2 in horizontal mode. Take a look. And inside this camera, there's also a vertical shooting or landscape portrait shooting by tilting this camera as a 9:16. So now let's try to rotate this 3-axis, the PTZ camera, and switch back automatically to 9:16. This landscape, switch back. And yes, it will automatically switch back to the vertical mode. Take a look. And later you can capture a 1080 or even 4K in the portrait orientation, which definitely make this online camera with large image sensor even more capable into your a live session, yes, and some other event. And one more thing that I want to share with you, that this OBSBOT Tiny 2 has inbuilt dual native ISO, and judging from my personal experience and hands-on this camera, this dual native ISO locates at ISO 100 as well as ISO 400. So you get similar noise level on ISO 100 and ISO 400. That is to say, when you capture the shot, the video, or establish a meeting in low light scenario, I suggest that you use OBSBOT WebCam this app. Quickly switch the settings, set ISO to 400, and manually set the appropriate shutter speed that to get the best overall quality in online meeting. Just take a look. This is my basic setting with ISO 400 and the shutter speed set to 1/25 second. So yes, this is a one bonus tip for you guys to take the fully advantage of the dual native ISO and the 1/1.5 inch sensor, that to boost your quality and elevate your experience with this Tiny 2 camera. Okay, I think it's time to wrap up on this OBSBOT Tiny 2, this monster webcam. The OBSBOT Tiny 2, I mean, it's one of the smallest but most functional 4K resolution webcam that with a built-in 1/1.5 inch CMOS sensors. And I also have shared with you that with auto tracking, auto zoom, hands-free voice control, the magical gesture control, that you can literally get your hands on control this webcam with your mind. This is pretty interesting. And also with the OBSBOT app, the precise control, you can control the imaging quality. You can even add real-time background blur, add beauty effects, and also built with multifunctional remote controller, and it also could internally record 4K 30 FPS high quality video with the best-in-class hardware. All these features being packed with a webcam definitely makes Tiny 2 one of the best candidate for webcam in the year 2023. Here's a recap on the key highlight features. Number one is it's built with 1/1.5 CMOS sensors with dual native ISOs. These are professional features that only come with some professional cameras on your mobile phones. With dual native ISO, this webcam deliver premium video quality in both bright sunlight area as well as low light scenarios. The high quality video in low light scenario definitely make this webcam a brilliant option. The design with auto tracking, auto zoom, voice control, gesture, and also designed with face detection autofocus capability. Take a look. You can face detection autofocus your subject wherever you go. This is just autofocus, works pretty interesting, and with large image sensor, You also add, you all even added some background blur, the blur effect, the bokeh. This is a webcam that could deliver a beautiful bokeh on the basis of this large image sensor. More importantly, this large image sensor make the more importantly, this large image sensor definitely make the Tiny 2 with its much better dynamic range compared to its competitors, and also delivers professional color, professional capture, and or to help you deliver a sharper, more vivid video like never before. And this OBSBOT Tiny 2 is the webcam that built with AI-powered features such as auto tracking, the voice control, the auto zoom, and don't forget this is a webcam that built with desktop mode, whiteboard mode. Just simply click on the buttons, or you can simply click on the desktop options on the remote controller, and automatically bend and crop image to perfect view to show presenting your documents to clients. And with a whiteboard mode, it will automatically detect the whiteboard, auto zoom, dewarp, and crop to ensure that the whiteboard and in focus of the shot to deliver the precise information with your clients. Being offline with the webcam, the OBSBOT Tiny 2 could automatically enter in the privacy mode. Sleeping by itself to protect your privacy. And this is also the Tiny 2 is also a professional webcam that support OIC protocol as well as SDK protocol that definitely merge this device into professional workflows. This is the ideal choice for some educational users or some medical industry users that fits nicely into your system. Yes, this is also a lightweight. This is a lightweight webcam with such a large image sensor with a maximum 4K 30 FPS with motion JPEG codec or H.264, and also deliver premium audio quality with also with some more noise reduction. So all of these features definitely make the OBSBOT Tiny 2, perhaps the best webcam that available on the market in the year 2023. And just can't wait to share with you more exciting content being captured with OBSBOT Tiny 2. And if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to thumb up, subscribe, and hit notification bell. And I will also put a link down in the description for more information. So talk to you soon. See you next time. Bye.